Well, it must be quite disappointing, especially after the first half performance today. Did you think it was really tight?
Yeah, that was a worrying thing, to go in at half time, all square, not in front. It was frustrating because I thought after last week we came out the traps really well. I thought we played some good stuff early on and had 3 or 4 really good opportunities. I knew Ayr would come out in the second half, and they did, first 5 or 10 minutes. It's a great finish that wins the game.
You totally dominated in the first half, marking down in midfield, didn't let Ayr get anything forward, and it looked like that was going to be the way of the game.
Yeah, I thought, like I say, I thought we started the first half excellent, and we are a pressing team, and I thought we were back to it today. But unfortunately, that football, there's small margins and hasn't rolled for us today. Hopefully in the coming weeks it will roll for us.
In the second half as well, you had some really good chances, and again you just failed to take them twice into the box. Where it looked like it could be easier to put it in the net, and then they were drawn wide. I mean, Stephen Dobby, I think, twice, which none of us expected.
Yeah, like I said, as a group, that's just the way it's going for us at the moment. We had 3 or 4 good opportunities second half that you think, yep, this is it, but it's not wrong for us, and it's a great finish that wins the game. Are we disappointed? We're extremely disappointed with the result. Performance-wise, effort-wise, I can't fault my team.
Yes, after last week you got a real good response for them as well, and that must have been heartening.
Yeah, and they're a good group, work really hard, and like I say, I thought we'd come out the traps really well. We were pressed, we were in people's faces, we're just looking for that rub of the green to go and try and get a goal, but at the moment it's not wrong for us, but I think there's a few goals hopefully just round the corner.
One thing that was great entertainment today is Lee Robinson, one of the first overlapping goalkeepers we've seen in quite some time.
Yeah, Lee's an entertainer, so yeah, if he's doing that, unfortunately didn't lead to a goal and he's had a chance at the end, maybe taking it off Higgy's foot, but he brings that enthusiasm to the team, so fair play to him. Shame it couldn't result in a goal.
So next week, who have you got next week, and how are you going to do that? So
yeah,
that's going to be a tough game again.
There are all tough games in this league, and I think it's as easy to get on a good run as it is a bad run. It's such a tight league, and it's one we'll be back to train and look forward to the game next week.
You do have a lot of injury worries though, and I know you were a couple of 3 players out there today who were actually still injured, but it's been very noticeable that you haven't used that as an excuse.
No, not at all, because professional players and they're giving us everything. I do, we'll get through these 2 or 3 weeks, start getting bodies back, and then hopefully we'll kick on from there.
Well, drawn out a very good victory for United today, but it wasn't easy.
No, it wasn't. I mean, you could tell Queen's were on the end of a bit of a freak result last week. Getting beaten 5-0 at home, which I don't think anybody saw coming, and they came out very fast, and I felt they dominated the first half hour of the game. We changed it a little bit, and I thought we finished the half a lot better. And bringing Kevin Nisbet on at half time, I felt gave us far more of a cutting edge. And I would temper it saying that our goalie didn't really have many saves to me. I mean, Stephen Dobby had 1 or 2 half chances a bit wider that he's capable of putting that in the top corner, but he didn't. And really, Greg didn't have any saves to make. That's the one thing I'd say. The disappointing thing for me is the second half. We had 2, 3, 4 opportunities to cut them open, and score the second goal that would make it a bit more comfortable. We didn't, and then you saw the last 5-10 minutes. It was like hear 'em, scare 'em stuff. And again, though, I mean, our goalie didn't really have a save to make. They had a lot of the ball, but we're defending very well just now, and they're all a fit bunch of boys, and they're lasting games really well. Listen, we're in the championship and we won. We've got a record in the last 9 games that it's the type of record Dundee United or Hibs have. So I think we should all be pretty proud.
I think you're talking about the tactical changes by putting Kearney into the more central later on. He seemed much more comfortable in there and started to spray passes around.
Yeah, well, I mean, what everybody knows, needs to know, when I had him at Partick when he was coming through and doing really well and got his move to Hibs, he played on the left-hand side of a 3. He played it. He was never a central midfield player. Once he's getting a lot fitter, and I think we've got more control of the ball when he went in there. But we've got a lot of good players that play in that position. So. Great finish from him though, he's capable of that, he strikes the ball beautifully, he's got great composure on the ball. We just made too many basic errors in the first half, which is unlike us in the last 3 or 4 games. The second half, a lot better. Kevin came on, Kevin Nisbet did really well I thought, and gave us a kind of presence and somebody to play off, and I think we got all the players in the middle put into the game a wee bit more. But listen, it just comes down to winning, and we managed to win.
Stunning goal as well, strike of the ball from the edge of the penalty area by Kearney. It was unstoppable.
Yeah, it was. I mean, Ross Docherty must have been an inch away from the top corner. It was a great strike. And Kane's just a really, really controlled striker of a ball, and it was a beautiful pure hit, and the goalie had no chance.
Nice to see Jamie Adams coming back out there again. It'll take him a couple of games again to get fully up there, but it was nice to see him back on the park.
Yeah, I mean, because the squad's a bit stronger now. We last season, well, you were there. You saw all the injuries we had. We were trying to rush people back all the time. We didn't really need to rush Jamie back. I wasn't even swirling about whether to put him on the bench or not, but it turned out, it was good because he helped strengthen us the last 10-15 minutes. It's great to have him back. He's been a big part of what we've done here in the last whatever it is. So we need everybody fit, Craig Moore included.